What
I mean,
what is going on, YouTube? I am your host, Leon Gunstill, and welcome to the League of Extraordinary Assholes Switched Up. This week we're talking about the Nintendo Switch, which went by a different name a while ago, codename NX. Now we have an official name, the Nintendo Switch. And by God, it actually looks like a good game, a good console. What do you guys think?
I haven't really seen it yet.
Uh,
I already saw the preview of it. I think it's okay. For a really small handheld slash docking console is really interesting.
Yeah, I was concerned about it because I thought Nintendo was going to just make the console underpowered beyond crazy. And if you've watched the trailer, you know what they had on there? Mostly young adults. No kids whatsoever.
Yeah, they wanted to demonstrate the capabilities of that system.
Yeah, but it's featuring young adults who like 25 to 35, age 25 to 35 that are living busy lives, and they could take they could take their Switch on the go with them. They could literally put the docking station on it, like remove the controller part, take the docking station. They focused on that, and then while they were on the way, they were showing Breath of the Wild, the first Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild first, and then they showed a game called Skyrim.
Skyrim, yeah, they did, and it was kind of interesting. Even I think it was NBA. They also did NBA 2K, and I think it had like a multiplayer adapter to it too, with wireless.
I'm watching the first look thing right now. Obviously would have played the new Zelda. Holy crap.
Yeah, and I really thought it was a very interesting one. Because it was like, especially when they showed you the little slot, the little 3DS cartridge that they're going to be using.
Oh, I like this so far. This is looking pretty neat.
Isn't it? I was showing that to my mom, and I said to her, you know what? It's $300, the console. It's a $300 console.
Cheap for starting out price. That is cheap as shit.
What it looks like, it looks like it's close to PS4's graphics. You know what? Nintendo just gets within that margin. I'm fine if it's close to the PS4. Within that margin, they support. And another thing they were showing in that thing was they were showing third party.
So cool. Okay, I want one now. That is so freaking cool.
Yep. It's basically and what did you notice in this trailer, Lisa? Besides the fact, did you notice anything different?
The ability to basically take your game out of your TV, so to speak, and then take it with you everywhere, screen and all. I mean, that's pretty neat.
Yeah. Wii U started that type of idea of having the screen on your handheld instead. They've had that with the Wii U, but there's something else in this trailer. What is missing that Nintendo used to focus on, but don't anymore? There's no more kids on there. They're not focusing on children. Yeah. There's no children.
Let's be fair here, though, and I think there's a big reason for that. And this is something I have been reminded of time and time again since my niece has moved in with me. You give a kid something like that, whether it be the screen for this or a phone. There is a reason that none of them are allowed to touch my phone or be within a foot of the thing. Little kids take things like these and will break them and shatter the screen faster than you can say, hey, be careful with that. It's expensive.
Nerf makes things for parents to use, like the Wii U thing. Nerf actually made like a Wii U cover for the kids. But the problem is the majority of gamers, people that play on video games, take Forsaken here. Yours, Lisa, yours, JT, and my generation, we're all within that 10-year generational gap. Basically, we're all within like 25 to 35. We're in that 10-year gap. That's our generation. We played that from kids. The N64, PS1, SNES, PS2, Xbox, PS3, PS4, 360. Some would say even the One. It's all in that area, and that's our gaming cycle. That's what we do. That's what we played as kids. These young kids today, they were born in the iPhone generation. They were born in the smartphone generation. iPads were, by the time a lot of these kids hit 2 years old, the iPad just came out. So by the time they were toddlers, they were playing with tablets. So they don't play with
I remembered the cell phone generation. I remember the beeper generation. Remember the beepers?
So I was actually literally just thinking about that. I was like, I got beepers. Oh god, I knew this kid who brought his to school once. I was in middle school. Brought his to school once, and it just started going crazy in the middle of class. And he got in trouble because he started yelling at the teacher because she took it away.
Yeah. I hated those things.
Dude, I know, right? It's like, dude, I don't bring my Game Boy to school. You leave your freaking beeper thing at home.
Yeah, but the thing is about it is that what I'm surprised about, how long will this how long will the battery last on that thing? That's the question I would like to ask about that system.
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned as well. I'm hoping the battery will last a lot longer than normal. I'm hoping it'll last longer than normal.
Yeah, because considering that this system has like, I wonder if it has like a separate power source, because you saw how they did the sliding controllers and everything, and I'm wondering if this thing's going to probably be a rechargeable battery, or it would last.
Rechargeable battery? Yeah, it's going to be a rechargeable battery. What I'm noticing when I saw that he, like the guy in the aircraft, or when he was on the plane, he basically pulled that stand on that thing, set it on the table, then pulled the controllers right off, and they were both separate, and you could play them leisurely separately. Did you notice that? He was playing.
Yeah.
He was playing with the controllers, and I find that pretty interesting that you could actually do that with the. I keep calling it the NX because that's how I think of it, as the NX, but it's the
but it's the Switch, because you.
I don't even know
that. The Switch, yes, switch over now from Wii U to Nintendo Switch.
Oh my god!
You know what?
I will say that I'm calling this shit right now, though. This is going to be one of those things. Like, you could, from a certain angle, it's going to look horribly wrong. Like, kind of like the shake weights. How you're going to have you're sitting there playing it, and you have these two controller things in your hands. And if you're a dude, and if someone just sees you at the wrong angle, someone's going to see something that's not there, and someone's going to flip the fuck out.
What I found interesting is that it did have like a third party controller. Like, it gives you that option.
Yeah, the third party controller thing, and no, it's the Pro controller is what they're called. Wii U has as well. It's just basically the Pro controller. It looks just like the Wii U's Pro controller. You know what? Or it looks more like an Xbox version of the Pro controller, but that looks good though. I like that new design. Like, originally the Wii U had both of the sticks at the way top.
Well, I got a question. What are your thoughts about the docking system that they're going to
docking system is ingenious, I think. This time around, the docking system is something that was a surprise to me, because originally I thought it was going to be a recipe for disaster. You get the fact of docking systems almost never work. It never worked in the past. I'm surprised Nintendo could make it work. That is something I'm still surprised at. Nintendo actually made something work.
Yeah, because I'm kind of skeptical at the same time about the system, because a lot of things seem to be a little out of place about the system. That I think it's okay, but at the same time, I kind of see there is some potential with this system, and hopefully. But the thing is, how much would you think would be worth?
Me personally, I think $300 is a good price that Nintendo's doing. They're doing an integrated graphics chip, like a processor chip. It's basically just one single processor with a GPU on it, and But
I think it's AMD though, or NVIDIA.
Yeah, but it actually looks like it'll work. Those cards have been getting more powerful.
Crap.
NVIDIA has the
hang on, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay. They have the Tegra chip, which is a very powerful chip that can match the PS4 speed. Lisa will be back in a few minutes. It matches PS4 speed exactly. So that's what I expect to see is something like the Tegra. I'm not sure. They didn't say that it's a Tegra. They haven't told us it was a Tegra, but if it is, that'd be pretty cool. I'm hoping.
Okay. You're hoping?
Yeah, I am. I'm hoping it's a Tegra.
Okay. Because I know that AMD and others were like announcing this, and I was like, wondering if AMD or NVIDIA is possibly announcing
this. NVIDIA doing it. It's an NVIDIA chip.
Yeah, because NVIDIA, because they announced that their chip was in there, and I was like, huh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then I heard Nintendo probably decided to switch over because they thought that AMD was garbage because they sold them a garbage chip.
Yeah, it's basically that. I'm waiting for this to come out now. I'm excited for it. I was surprised just looking at it. The fact that they have. Hold on a second, JT.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, this is going to take a while, guys. While Leon's away. Okay, good.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I was too busy trying. I had to go check something out in the car. So, but yeah, the third-party games that they showed were, and this is what they showed in the trailer, was NBA 2K17 and give me a second, I gotta catch my breath. I had to run. NVIDIA 2K17 and Elder Scrolls Skyrim, the remastered edition. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's interesting to see because considering that they're using, according to, I'm looking at the NVIDIA website right now, claiming that they're using the Tegra chip.
Oh, that would Tegra. It looks interesting that they're using the Tegra.
Yeah, Nintendo Switch is powered by performance of the custom Tegra processor with high efficiency scalable processor that includes NVIDIA GPU based the same architecture of the world's top performing GeForce gaming graphics cards.
Mm-hmm. It looks interesting, and let's hope it works out good. Because you have the Wii U, and so do I. We both have the Wii U. What's like your opinion on like the Wii U when it first came out? Because I heard nothing about the Wii U right until
I had my fair share of issues with it. I bought the original white system.
Oh, the crappy one.
Yeah, but I started to learn a little bit more about the system, and with a little bit of help from the Nintendo themselves, they helped me understand the system a bit more because I I had so many problems with that system, and I realized that the system had one big issue, and thus they had to get rid of all the white 8 gig models because they weren't really.
The 8 gig
They had a really. Yeah, they were really bad.
Yeah, it was crap. It was absolutely crap. I mean, I got the 32 gig, and that's still not enough. My PS4 has a 500 gig processor. I mean, I get it.
That's why.
That's
why most people were kind of, because a lot of people were kind of like upset about the system because it didn't have a lot of memory, considering that people wanted to buy games for that system, and the games require you to save a lot of memory.
But I'm gonna give Nintendo. I'm gonna give Nintendo credit for the Wii U and this new one. You could put a very high capacity SD card in those things now. They have room for an SD card, not a micro SD, a full SD. So you could put a terabyte SD card in there if you wanted to. So
I kind of agree with you on that one because a lot of people. I can see what they're going to do because they're going to possibly make it to where, because already you see the SD cards are going up on gigabytes, and it's kind of funny how you see 128 gigabytes or possibly more gigabytes. Let's just hope they can update the firmware on it,
firmware,
and try to get it up there.
Yeah, same here. As of right now, when it comes to the SD card situation, I think it's a smart idea sticking with just SD card. That means you could use any SD card you could grab. Like you could go and buy an SD card. You could. It wouldn't be, and Nintendo's done this, so they know how to keep you from pirating games. Nintendo's done this since the 3D or the DSi, so they've learned to keep you from actually pirating games. So.
Yeah, so they won't be going through the CD base anymore. They're probably going to go through the cartridge base system too.
Oh, yeah. I've been saying this for a while now. We're going to move back to cartridge based, and I still think Microsoft and Sony are going to online.
Which they're introducing the 3D, like I think they're going to probably introduce the 3DS cartridges into the like you remember when we had that discussion about the 128 gigabyte memory cards, and they could possibly put them into the 3DS cartridges.
Yeah, that's basically what's going on, and we saw this coming from a while away because Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, they had two things, Wii U disc and another thing that we knew it was going to be cartridge-based. The reason why we knew it was going to be cartridge-based is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for the Wii U on disc. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for Codename NX on cartridge. That was back when.
Because I kind of see how this would possibly turn out.
Okay, I want to see. I want to know Elise's opinion on going back to cartridges.
Okay,
I'm okay with that. I mean, it's harder to break a cartridge than it is a disc, so you don't have to worry about the cartridge getting all smudged up and it not working right.
Yeah, because I'm wondering about will it be backwards compatible to 2DS to 3DS to NDSi?
2DS, 3DS, yes. Oh god, I don't know if it'll be backwards compatible for the 3DS. I mean, I could see it happening, but Nintendo is already selling 3DSs. Why would they risk losing their 3DS market just yet?
You never know, because you see them selling the whole bunch of games on the system. Like you saw that they were going to show Splatoon on there too, and I'm wondering if they're going to make a Splatoon version of.
Oh yeah, I wonder
the
Switch. That would be awesome to play Splatoon on the. I never got it because I don't think it's worth $60. It doesn't look like a $60 game to me. That's just by worth.
I understand.
For instance, Ark Survival just recently had a DLC coming out, and I wasn't going to pay a full freaking $20 for it, so I waited till they dropped the price by 25%, and then I used the money I got from, or most of it came from the money I got from my Steam card or my Steam cards. from Steam, and that's how I
Yeah,
got it.
and now it's free.
You wait for price to go down. There are a lot of times where I get why they are doing this, but because they need to make money, to stay in business. Nintendo especially needs to make money like crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They do. Yeah, and thus they still keep those things at higher price even when the games are like
Ancient.
Oh yeah.
their games are so old.
I don't know what possesses them to make an NES game $4. I get it. NES or classics are $5. But I don't know what possesses them to do that. And they make Super Nintendo games $8 and 64 games. How much are they? Like $10, $15?
Yeah, it depends on where you go, I think.
Yeah, but a lot of collectors like to amp up the price on those things. You got to realize that.
Yeah, but those are for the
original cartridge.
That's for the original cartridge.
And the original cartridges, I seem to recall that people are selling like for like $60 you can get cartridge of let me see, Star Fox.
Oh man, you know
NES.
why? Because that had an extra processor built into it. They put a secondary processor in that, and that's like that's one of the things I always thought of why cartridges were so cool is that they could, if they had to, they could do something like an FX processor to put into it to help boost. I mean, yes, it'd be a little bit more expensive to build, but if the game is good, who knows?
And there's the thing though, is that, you know, they don't know if the game is going to be good. Not everyone is Brianna Wu and just assumes that everyone is going to love their game. So,
yeah, that's true.
Yes, I absolutely had to make a jab at Brianna Wu once again. I do that every fucking chance I get. Don't judge me.
Oh god,
I fucking hate that. I fucking hate that woman. Oh my god.
Wu-Tang forever. And she claims she's like a software developer, actually a software engineer.
Oh.
And then she doesn't have any freaking clue, and she kept asking people for help on her computer.
Oh god.
Yeah, I almost some of those tweets right before she blocked me, and I was so tempted to pull out an oldie but goodie. Hey, delete the System32 folder.
Oh my
I was so close to actually tweeting that to her because, and here's the sad thing, I think she would have actually done it. I'm dead fucking serious. I legit think she would have actually done it.
If you
delete your 32 folder,
you delete System32, it'll
improve things. Definitely.
It'll improve things. It'll make it faster because the operating system will be deleted.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, with certain, okay, on the topic of Anti-Gamergate real quick, I did want to kind of bring this up. The whole David Barachi thing, or however the fuck you pronounce his last name. Yes, that whole thing. Okay, so last night I was watching this documentary, and I can't remember the name of the guy, but okay, it was the guy who was going to make Dune, and his version of Dune was gonna be like each planet would have their own music, and they had bands like Pink Floyd gonna do the music for one band, and we had Salvador Dali as the insane emperor, and then we had Mick Jagger as like this one of the most flamboyantly gay motherfuckers you will ever see on screen, and then the art was being done by H.R. Giger, one of my personal artistic heroes, and I'm still sad I never got to meet him. But the point I'm getting at is that I was watching the documentary last night because I'd found it after trying to find it for so long. And not even 10 minutes in, I hear a voice speaking that I don't recognize, and I got my phone on, I'm playing Minecraft on my phone, and I glance up, and there's David Farrat, fucker, whatever. And I almost rage quit the documentary, even though I've been looking for that thing for the past year.
Oh god.
Like not even 10 minutes in, I see his ugly ass mug.
See on anything anymore because
maybe on a wanted poster.
Oh god.
The thing that really gets me is how many people now have been stepping forward going, I kind of knew about that.
Yes, so-called feminist. It turns out to be a real piece of crap.
Oh, another, I can't remember his name, but another anti-SJW who was caught, you know, he was the one who had the quote-unquote porn site, and he would have girls wanting to be in porn show up at his house. He'd get them drunk to the point where they couldn't really respond, and he'd rape them. Well, he's being charged with several counts now, and it looks like he's going to be doing some time. And so I love how all the people that I've seen on Twitter screaming about rape culture have been completely silent.
Oh,
It's amazing.
you know what's so funny about that? What was the guy's name again? I can't think of his name.
I can't remember. Hang on, I'll look at One Angry Gamer site real quick because he was talking about it.
No, but just hearing stuff like that, it's just funny to hear that people are that these creeps are actually proven to be creeps.
These saying, and it part of it really pisses me off, to be completely honest, because Leon, you were in the stream where people were calling you and Deus and several other people rapists in the chat, and I got it got to me to the point where I actually left the stream. And these are the very motherfuckers that are now being proven time and time again to be the very things that they accused you guys of, and it makes me sick. It really fucking does.
What, the fact that they're the actual creep?
Yeah, it's like, so what, you've been going around calling innocent people, you know, misogynist, rapists, etc., when turn around and, hey, look what you're doing right now.
You know what's so funny about that guy that we were just talking about? I can't think of his name.
I'm looking for it. I'm getting on Heat Street real quick. I'm sure
you know
it's
what's so
there.
funny about it? Him and Jared Fogle are going to be butt buddies. I decided to say that. To be fair though, and okay, this is gonna sound so fucked up, and I swear I'm not making excuses. I'm not saying one is worse than the other, but even people like that douchebag get the fuck out of Jared Fogle, because at least the douchebag didn't go after kids. Yeah.
And I feel sick to my stomach now. Actually, you know, I was mid-sentence and I threw up in my mouth a little bit. Like, wow, this is about to come out of my mouth.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say it like this: he's not that far, but lower than Jared. He's above Jared Fogle.
He's up there, yeah.
He's not by much, so people like him are not by. Because let's just face it. People that harm children are the worst they get treated the worst in prison, but
for good reason.
Yeah, for good reason. But also people that rapists and whiny little ones like him are also treated like shit too. So
yeah, I mean, just like,
well, he's gonna get
okay. I'm trying to find
an article
somewhere about this. I'm on Heat Street right now, and I did find another article that I have
of Matt Hickey.
I can't remember.
Matt Hickey.
Oh, that guy, yes.
Thanks, JT. I forgot his name.
Thank you. I was having the biggest brain fart.
Yeah. There was an article on the Strangers, and I recalled that guy a while back, and he lives up in Seattle. And I was surprised that the girl that was raped by him. Oh my
God, he does?
Yeah.
Someone get a hold of Leafy is here. Let him know this idiot's in his backyard.
Yeah. And the funny thing was what happened to him. What happened to the girl, she explained, it turns out she was like a teacher. And this girl, because what happened was she was drunk, and of course she kind of Matt Hickey tried to help her to get home, but of course what happens next? Instead of her home, they went to his apartment and Matt gave the girl the freaking bottle of like water, saying, "Oh, here." Here, this will sober
And it
you
was
up.
drugged.
And yeah,
And that's the reason why, ladies, if you ever see someone like Matt Hickey, run.
Uh.
Run.
Oh, that's the thing, though. You can't really tell what a rapist who's a rapist by looking at them. But I did find the on Heat Street. I did find an article about the thing I was wanting to talk about earlier.
Mhm.
The whole Joey Salads bullshit.
Okay, let's talk about that now. Oh, wait, one second
Okay.
here. Final thoughts on the what's it called? The
Switch.
The Switch. Final thoughts before we.
It looks pretty badass. I definitely want to try it out.
well,
Okay.
let's just hope that the battery power can last longer on that system.
Yeah. That's not a guarantee with me. Not even gonna lie.
Yeah, because I wonder about the memory storage on this thing. Let's just hope it works out for their system because.
And my final
Go ahead.
My final thought before I go mute and let Lisa continue start talking.
Yeah.
My final thoughts on the new Switch is I like the idea of how they got the portable system, the portability of it, the docking ports, the fact that the monitor is 720p. I mean, yes, that's not much compared to today. I mean, just the handheld.
For portable, that's not bad though.
That's not bad at all. 720p is pretty good. I don't even think that we use portable cameras or portable thing is 720p. But so yeah, lost my train of thought quickly. But yeah, Nintendo did a good job with this. I like the idea that they brought back cartridges. I like the idea that they kept the iPhone or like the idea that they kept the SD card system in there. And one last thing, Apple, even Nintendo has a headphone jack in their system.
You know what? We're going to be hearing about that for a long fucking time.
Lisa, back. You want to
Yeah.
talk?
Okay. So I'm going to read this article from Heat Street. So yeah, anyone listening who doesn't know what I'm talking about can get a better understanding of it. So one man's race baiting YouTube empire may be about to come tumbling down after he was caught faking one of his gigantic freaking quotes around this phrase social experiment videos. In the video, the creator, who goes by the name of Joey Salads, as much as I dislike Keemstar, I'm totally stealing what he calls Joey Salads from here on out. Joey piss in his own mouth salads. Attempts to and yes, I'm not even joking about that. That's just disgusting as hell. There's a video. Don't look that shit up. Seriously. Attempts to portray black people as horrible anti-Trump thugs. He begins the videos with the thesis that black people do not support Trump or his supporters. He parks a car sitting in the middle of what he says is a black neighborhood and leaves Trump sticker signs and a Make America Great Again hat in and on the vehicle. He appears to walk away from the scene, telling viewers he wants to see if anything happens to the car. I was trying to get my browser to not be okay. The words 15 minutes later then flash across the screen, and suddenly the car is being trashed or destroyed, as Joey says in the title of the video. Hang on. Fuck you, browser. My computer is old. He ends the video. Okay. Okay, fuck it. Long story short, it was found out that this video was staged, and that he basically made it's just straight up racism. And I know we make fun of a lot of people who use that phrasing because, in a lot of ways, what they're doing is racist. But, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, it's been a long day. You guys know what I mean, though, I think. This is legit racist, though. I mean, he's trying to say, all of these black people hate Trump. Black people in general hate Trump and their supporters. See what they did to this car? And yet there is video that someone had shot with their phone that was in one of the apartments near where this was happening. And you can see clear as day. It's fucking staged.
Of course.
And here's the thing, okay? Some of these comments, And Leon, I know you remember this. I said about a year ago in a stream that if this keeps up, it's going to start legit turning people racist. People who were not racist before then, we're going to start turning racist if this shit keeps up. And I'm looking at some of the comments that were in the video, and it's proving what I said right. Like, one person said, these pavement apes represent their race well. BLM don't matter except for targets practice for police. Someone said, imagine what these chimps are going to do when Daddy Trump wins. You know, I mean, this is the type of video that people like that can just look at and go, oh, hey, see, we were right. You know, black people are horrible. We were right. This video proves it.
Yeah.
H3H3 Productions, well known for their videos reacting to other people's videos, has blasted Joe's production. And they posted a video called How Pranksters Are Ruining Society. And funny enough, a few hours before we went live, they also posted an interview with the guy. I didn't do screen share for some reason, but Leon, I posted the link to the article in the Hangout chat if you want to show some of it up.
Okay, give me one.
And watch the video.
Screen share. Screen. Let me pull up popular YouTuber. There it is. Popular YouTuber caught staging social experiment about black people and Trump. One race Spady man.
Yeah, I mean.
One's YouTube empire.
Yep. And it's pretty accurate, to be completely honest. I mean, like I said, I know we've made fun of, you know, people using racist to describe just about everything, but no, this is legit actual racism right here. I think this is one of the few times, if not only times, I will ever stand beside Black Lives Matter and go, no, I'm with you on this one. This is bullshit. This is absolutely racist. See, Joey Silence, you made me not only agree with Keemstar, you made me agree with Black Lives Matter, you motherfucking piece of shit. I hate you. Go die on a fire.
Yeah, because he should have never made that video.
No, he shouldn't have. And now here's the thing, okay? He made a quote-unquote apology video, but of course it's monetized.
Of course.
And he point-blank said, and I'm not even joking, he point-blank said in a video he's not taking it down because he doesn't want other people to get the ad revenue.
What?
That's fucking serious. I heard that, and I just wanted to faceplant into my wall, like, until there was an actual indentation of my face in the wall, and my nose would likely be broken. I heard that, and I go, really? You're citing race? You're basically trying to insinuate. You're basically saying point blank here that all black people hate Trump, and then when you get called down on it, you go, "Well, I'm not taking my video down because I don't want you guys getting money from my work."
What?
Yeah, fuck you, dude.
That guy's an idiot. Yeah. It's just,
that's another
on the internet. It's all prank channels that just make me lose faith in humanity. There's like Sam.
You're far from the only one.
It's Sam.
YouTube suck.
People.
YouTube suck.
That's why most people hate prank channels, because prank channels are real.
Douchey.
Like there was, I'm going to tell a story here. There was this one douchebag that fed his kid laxative, and then
I told you about that one.
Yeah, I saw that someone Review Tech USA do a video on that, and it shows him laughing while his like sons and daughters are like crying.
Yeah, biologically they're actually not his kids; they're his girlfriends. But still, I mean, we're talking. The oldest one was like 6.
Yeah.
6, and what he does is he gets a box of laxatives, crumbles them up, and then puts them in his kids' ice cream. And then, like later on, actually showing them sobbing their eyes out, trying to get to the bathroom, crying because they're in severe stomach. They're suffering from severe stomach pain, and he's just laughing the whole time.
Diarrhea, I'm going to say it like this, come from experience. Diarrhea is something you do not want to have. I know people laugh at that, but it's something you do not want to have. Not only does it not only does it give you the runs, but it makes you
It could dehydrate you.
It could dehydrate you. One, it can make you sick to your stomach. Could cause so much pain in your intestines because it's rushing through and stuff like that. And then, like this guy, he fed it to his kids. It's prank channels like this that make the internet a bad place.
Yeah. I was kind of chuckling for a second there because I just realized, and it's fitting in a way. We went from talking about Joey salads to diarrhea. It actually is pretty fitting when you think about it.
The channel is diarrhea, so what do you expect?
Yeah. I mean, it's just, well, like I said, I mean, this motherfucker made me. It kind of forced me to agree with two people. Well, one's a person, one is a group of people, both of whom I have nothing but the most disdain for. But when I'm sitting there going, Black Lives Matter has a point. Yes. When I'm sitting there going, Black Lives Matter has a point here, and Keemstar has a point here, that's when I'm just like, man, I must really, I knew I had some self-hatred, but Jesus Christ, I didn't know it was that bad.
Hell froze over big time.
Yeah,
basically.
The fact
the guy tried to do a hoax. It was all a hoax.
Yeah, the fact that you agree with Keemstar out of all people. I mean, everybody
you've heard me go on huge fucking rants. You've heard me go on huge rants about that motherfucker.
Yeah, and the fact that he just he did something right, just
it's ridiculous,
Yeah, let's see what happens when we film this, and we'll create racial tension even further. The riots weren't.
Now, keep in mind, for those that might not know, Keemstar is a person that, and it's a very, very popular video all over the place, where he basically, and it's become a meme now, honestly. Everyone type in the chat, Alex is a stupid N-word. This is coming from that guy.
Oh, yes.
He's sitting there going, wow, this is racist as shit. What the fuck are you doing? That guy is saying this. And I'm sitting there going, well, fuck, he's right.
Because it's not like it's going to matter, because it's like he already caused a problem with black people. And it's not going to, it's already out there that creating a hoax like this really hurts the black community.
Here's the thing. This isn't the first time he's done this month. This is, I think, the second. The first one was Black Lives Matter. Mm-hmm. And I didn't say much on that because, let's be honest here, they do a great job at making themselves look like horrible people. So that's the main reason I didn't say much about his Black Lives Matter video. It's just like, well,
They do. They're horrible people.
Not saying all of them. I'm sure there have been a couple of occasions where I've seen them, basically trying to resolve things peacefully. And, them I'm okay with. If they try to do something that's constructive, that actually legitimately makes a change for the better, as long as no one's getting hurt, I'm all for it. Mm-hmm. If all of Black Lives Matter was like that, I'd probably be on their side. But the fact of the matter is that, they, like I said, they do a good enough job making themselves look like horrible.
Yeah, that's going to cause a lot of problems for Joe.
But this...
I don't think he didn't need to make a video on showing how horrible they are. I mean, they already did it by pulling people out of cars.
If you want to see how horrible they are, go to a freaking actual event.
Yeah.
And videotape
it's ridiculous,
them. And if they attack you, then you have a point. Then you have proof. But other than that,
exactly,
you're only proving.
It's like, wow, dude, you're not helping.
You're not helping the issue by hoaxing it, by pretending, oh, these people are horrible. They did this to me. And yet you have people behind the camera, like, filming it. Like, using all the black people to film your thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's why their faces were blurred out. That's why their faces were blurred out, because they were all actors.
Yeah, they're actors.
Hey, at least he tried to put their safety, in mind, but I mean, that doesn't make it any better. And the fact that he's been sitting here trying to justify it.
Yeah, and
it just pisses me off even more.
You can't justify that. You cannot justify that at all. You cannot justify causing racial tensions. It's impossible to justify that.
Intentionally doing it,
We're already at a point where in our culture where just there are people holding up signs saying oink oink bang bang twerking like crazy, holding those signs that say oink oink kill cops and stuff like that. And then the other side is it's creating a whole new generation of white supremacists and stuff, and I don't like either side. I get sick and
me neither.
every time I see this. Like, you had experiences with BLM, Lisa.
Yeah, I was out and about, and I was walking to the local dollar store, and I was crossing the road. I had the right of way. I was at the crosswalk, and some black woman almost ran me over and was screaming at me out her window, calling me a cracker whore. And I've never met the person before. I had no idea who she was. I doubt she knew who I was. Maybe she saw me at the local dollar store every now and then. I think that would probably be about it. But, yeah, that happened. And I wasn't doing anything, just using the crosswalk, trying to get to the dollar store, and I was playing Pokemon Go. And apparently that's enough for someone to run me over, or attempt to run me over. It freaked me. It got to the point where I didn't go for, and I usually love going on long walks like that. I didn't go for a walk for a good month and a half because I was afraid it would happen again. Like, I was legit concerned that I would get hit that someone would try to hit me again.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, that happens in Georgia sometimes. You got some really angry drivers down
there. That's an understatement.
Oh yeah. I've never really experienced a lot of racial tension where I live. I've never seen it. Personally, I've never seen. I'm seeing a redneck here, and the stereotypical redneck type here and there. Deport all Muslims.
But it's not common.
But it's rare. It's like they're trying to say that all the people of one religion or one race are killers, but it's rare. And then I go to Seattle, out of all places, a couple years ago, and these two black women start harassing me. And I'm trying to ignore them. Latino couple came out of nowhere and stood between me and them, and they looked at the woman and they ran off.
Well, that was nice.
Yeah, and these two black women had their boyfriends with them or husbands or whatever. I was like, oh great, I'm gonna have to deal with those guys now. Luckily they stood back, but
yeah, I know it's a stereotype and all, but really, you do not, in all of my experience, you do not, under any circumstances, want to piss off even more an already angry black woman. You're begging to die at that point.
Them too, so worse to piss off Latino.
I say that with the utmost respect, by the way.
Yeah, but it's just those things. It's breeding a whole new generation of racists.
It is,
and I want this stupid thing to freaking end. I am counting down the days till the election ends. I don't care who wins. I just want it to end. Like,
I do.
I want it to end. I don't care who wins. I don't care if it's Trump or Clinton. I don't care if I
fucking do. I had to live in this country, dude.
I do too, but I don't care. It's just 4 years of stupidity. If it's Clinton, it's 4 more years of Obama. If it's Trump, it's 4 more years of Bush. That's my opinion of it.
To be
you can
fair,
laugh at it either way. You can laugh at it either way. Whenever I see the debates, I think of it as two senior citizens.
Okay, debates.
Instead of watching the debates, if I want to hear two senior citizens fight, I'll go to the local nursing home.
I know, right?
Yes.
Oh my God! Yeah, I've thought that before too. Oh, it's kind of funny because people were talking about the debates on Twitter a few nights ago, and someone goes, I wish the entire thing could have been like the first 20 minutes because the first 20 minutes actually, seemed presidential. And I replied with, hey, be happy you got that. 20 minutes. I'm surprised it happened at all.
Okay, like last night Trump said, and it created a funny meme. Like he says, we have bad, hombres, meaning men in
Oh my
Spanish.
God.
He said hombres instead.
Oh my
Hombres.
God.
The hairstyle.
Oh my god. Okay. While we're on the topic, it's something that I think you guys would get a big kick out of, not just you, but the viewers. And so let me find the video. Someone took audio from the debates and actually put auto-tune to good use and actually made a decent song out of it. Let me find it. It's pretty freaking awesome.
You know what's so funny? The town hall debate, somebody did Baby It's Cold Out inside.
Oh
I think
my
that's
god.
what those two are. Oh man. Ugh. You know what? It's just comedy. It's just comedy gold and stuff. I don't care who wins. I ain't voting for either of them. Like, for instance, our local elections and stuff is just as crazy. Bullock versus Steve Bullock versus I forgot who the other guy was in the governor's race. It just recently started coming up on TV, the attack ads. It's like, oh, God, please stop this. Please just end this now. But you know what? I'm going to look. Watch Dogs 2 is coming out next month. Pokemon Sun and Moon are coming out as well, and I'm getting that one. I am really waiting for Sun to come. I'm getting Sun. Okay. Let me look at this video. I'm not going to put any audio up, but... Oh, it's Shmoyoho. I know them. Gregory Brothers.
Yes.
They do this. They did this last year, too, or they did this last election. A bed that was 400 pounds.
Good evening. Welcome to the first.
Oh, yes, I saw this one.
That will get stuck in your head, dude. Like, it's been stuck in my head for a few days now.
Well, I'm going to give it to the Gregory Brothers. Last year, last season's, go back to their 2012 archive, late 2012, and they had election things between Obama and Romney. It's funny. Like, the town hall debate that they did was the best. And these guys and girl, Sarah, Michael, Evan, Andrew, and Sarah, they do it all within the night. Right after the debate is over, they take the clips and they sung overnight. I got to give them the credit for their work ethic.
Yeah. I mean, you could tell they put some actual effort into this. So good on them. It's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, they're old school YouTube. These two are old school YouTube. They've been around.
They've been around for a long time.
Yeah, they like I said, they're 100% old school YouTube, and it's pretty cool watching their videos. I like watching. I like watching their classics. But that's just the Gregory Brothers for you. They do a lot of other videos. They have a series called. It was originally called Auto-Tune the News, and now it's called Songify the News.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to check those out.
You go watch them. They are funny as heck. They are some of the funniest videos out there.
You remember that article that popped up around from Kotaku about that anime called Keijo, whatever it's called?
No.
What about it?
I watched it.
Really?
Yeah.
What's it about?
It's about it's kind of like butt sumo. They just in a swimming pool.
Oh,
They basically use their butts
I
to
know
push
what
each
you're
other
talking
off
about.
of the suit. Yeah, this anime Keijo is kind of I don't know if I pronounce it right, but
I know what
it.
you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like that swimming pool anime about those. It's about a girl. It's about it focuses on this one girl, but it also focuses on other girls as well in this anime.
If you're an ass man,
After watching it, I thought it was a
love
pretty interesting
this anime.
anime.
Oh man.
That's something I've noticed that SJWs do a lot with anime. It's like they see the fan service or whatever, and they completely ignore all the rest. Like, oh, hey, look at Evangelion and go, oh, that Asuka girl, she's in a skin tight suit. It must be fan service. Da da da. One of the most mindfuck animes you will ever see in your life, but I freaking love it.
Yeah, I did watch it
I mean,
too.
it gets really psychological later on. I before anyone asks, no, I'm not a fan of the rebuilds.
I'm not a big
Yeah.
I'm not a big anime watcher. I know Lisa and JT.
I haven't watched the Rebirth yet, so
I did watch Full Metal. I'm glad
You're not missing
I did
much.
watch. I just finished watching.
Oh, Full Metal
Yeah.
Alchemist is a must-watch.
Oh yeah,
yeah. But the thing is, I actually watched it and realized it was actually not as bad as the person made it out to be. The person who mentioned in
No,
the
it
article.
wasn't. It usually isn't.
And I
I'll
was
be
like
right back.
watching it, like these girls are actually doing things that they were trying to help each other out in a sports anime, even though it's just a game. I consider it more of a game because it's not really that popular, but I understand the storyline behind it because it's a Japanese game that's like popularized by young girls that play it on like in a beach setting.
Oh, I have no idea what it is. I have no interest in watching that much anime. I mean, you guys are big fans of it. Like, I watch stuff that you guys usually don't, like wrestling, for instance. That's my type of thing I watch.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. It's just I watched this Keijo. It was like I watched the first episode. It wasn't like it started off rocky. Then I watched the second episode and it started to get interesting because they kind of like show that these girls. They kind of show them in a situation to where they're trying to figure out something, and they had to work together in order to figure it out. And I was just like, you know what? This is not bad. This is not the worst anime ever made. It actually has it made a lot more sense. It actually had a storyline to it.
Mm-hmm. All
And
right.
I can understand that they have an issue with swimsuits. I can understand they have an issue with girls, but they actually pointed out that in the storyline, like, and she mentions diversity. And I was like looking at this anime, like, wait, is that a black girl in the opening? And I was like watching it, going like, yeah, it is. And then you have this fat chick, like it's like a short fat chick in there playing the game too, and she's like old. And I was watching it, going surprised. Like this girl complained about there's no diversity in this anime. Oh my god! And I'm like,
Yeah, there is.
okay, Kotaku's full of shit.
Kotaku
Again.
has gotten it right.
Yeah, they never got it right. But when they try to advocate for diversity in this anime, and it's like, I watched this anime, I realized there is diversity in this anime. Why the heck are you even trying to complain about something you probably never watched the whole freaking episode about?
Oh yeah.
Because
Playing that PewDiePie game, Lisa got me hooked too now.
oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah. After watching that anime, it wasn't as bad as they made it out to be. It turns out it actually had an interesting storyline, and it's just sad that people like to, say that they didn't like this anime.
God.
Yeah,
It's an anime.
because basically the point of this whole storyline is that this girl wanted to be a Keijo because she wants to be the ultimate Keijo player, because they get paid to do it too. That's like the weird part of this storyline, is that's what motivated them to get into it, because they want to make money out of this being competitive of the game. And it was an interesting anime.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they did do stereotypes about Asians and Westerners, it was kind of funny about the butt thing.
Yeah, but that's just the left. That's just the regressivist for you.
Yeah. It was funny. It wasn't as bad as it looks. It actually had a storyline.
Mm-hmm.
And I can understand that people have an issue with sports animes with women, but geez, like, seriously. I'm pretty sure she and she's like advocating, in the article she was advocating for anime I'm sorry to bring this up.
What?
Go ahead and bring up their next topic if you want to.
I don't have much for topics wise anymore. There's not much more to talk about. Civilization 6 is coming out pretty soon.
And I got the voting ballot.
It's unlocking on my PC. I have it pre-ordered, and it's unlocking on my PC, so I can get into that for a few
Well, that's
minutes.
good.
Yep.
Okay.
Civilization 6 is coming out tonight, and
well, I got some interesting news. I got the voting ballot.
Oh God.
Yeah, and I got to vote for Trump or vote for Hillary or vote for. Let me see who else is in the list.
How about vote for Giant Asteroid of Doom 2016?
Aslan Kennedy, Osborne Hart, or the Osborne Hart.
How about
the
this?
Socialist Workers Party.
Do a write-in, and there's a thing called a write-in on there. Do Vermin Supreme.
Vermin Supreme.
Yeah, you know, the guy with the boot on his head. You know what? At least his policies make sense. Like he wants to fight ISIS. You know how he's going to defeat ISIS? By inventing time travel.
Yeah, but here's who's running it. Who's trying to run for president on every party here? The Socialism and Libertarian Party nominee, Gloria Estela Lavera, Eugene Poirier.
Mm-hmm.
Jill Stein. The Green Party nominee is Jill Stein and Amaju Baraka.
Oh yeah, it's the guy that hates Jews.
Let's see. The Constitutional Party nominee, Darrell L. Castle, Scott N. Bradley.
Oh God.
Okay, the Libertarian Party,
Gary Johnson.
Gary Johnson and Bill Weld.
Okay.
Okay, so I gotta take off.
Okay.
Ty will be home soon, so it's been fun. Thanks for having me on, and I will see you all later. Have a good night.
Okay, we'll see you later, Lisa. Okay, finish this up, then keep going.
It's ridiculous. This is the voting ballot that guess who. I'm like looking at this, going like, there are parties that are trying to run against Hillary Clinton and Tim Kaine, and Donald Trump and Michael R. Pence.
Oh God!
And those are the nominees that are trying to get into power. Like you got like two socialist parties, like actually three socialist parties, except for one that's Constitutional Party. I know what the Constitution Party is.
Yeah, it just sticks only by the Constitution. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're kind of like more into the security aspect of America.
Mm-hmm. But that's just politics for you. You know what? Poly means many, and ticks mean blood-sucking creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Many blood-sucking creatures. So.
Yeah, and I got to vote for for nominees for Supreme Court of Justice.
Don't forget. You're in Texas still, right?
No, I'm right now. I'm in Washington.
Okay. This is Washington State, by the way, that JT's reading the ballots from.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna vote for. Let's see who. Okay, Jay Inslee of the Preferred Democratic Party or Bill Bryant of Preferred Democrat Party.
Mm-hmm.
Cyrus Hilbrad for Lieutenant Governor. Cyrus Habib. And Marty McClendon of the Republican Party.
Oh.
Let me see who else is running. Jim Cooper of the Democratic Party. John Hutchinson of the Independent Party. Running for the Court Commissioner District 1. Gary Edwards. Kelsey Hurst, if that's how you pronounce her name. She's a part of the Preferred Democratic Party. Okay, Gary Edwards is the States No Party. States No Party. Meaning they don't have a party.
Oh, God.
He just
Who
represents
runs the
himself.
apathetic party.
Yeah, it's like there's like so many weird oddball parties that you would not believe. Like, let me see what they have here. That's like the state legislative things that they're doing. Like initiative measure 1033 contains labor standards. Measures would increase the state minimum wage to $11 in 2017, $11.50 in 2018, $12 in 2019, and
Yeah.
$13.50 in 2020. Requires employers to provide paid sick leave and adopt relative laws.
Okay. So it's just basically an average ballot.
Yeah, basically raising the minimum wage.
Okay, so it's just that's basically what an election ballot usually is like and stuff. People vote.
Yeah,
That's all. Okay, so
yeah, people vote for it. And you get this in the mail. Well, anyways, I'll be right back. You go ahead and close down if you want to.
Okay, so I think I'll be ending the stream right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching us bullshit for a little bit, then go into anime, then go into the Washington State ballot, election ballot. We'll see you guys next week. I being your host, Liam Godswish, Shadow Paint Lisa, and JT Vega. We'll see you guys later.